Folks, no smile today because the NBA just screwed the Warriors. One more time, the NBA and the scheduling gods just screwed the Warriors. What am I talking about? You're going to find out on this episode of Warriors Digest. Randy Silver here. Welcome to Warriors Digest. If this is your first time or you're a loyal viewer every day, we break down free agency, trades, rumors, scheduling. Training camp is coming. Regular season is coming. If you want your Warriors news daily news here, Warriors Digest, that's what we're all about. Click subscribe. Help us get to 6,000 and beyond. So as you know, the NBA schedule just came out today, and the Warriors got screwed. I did a full live stream breaking down all the key facts and what you need to know. If you want a comprehensive rundown, check it out. We actually go game by game and decide how we think we're going to do. But I'm going to focus on one point today, and it's the Warriors getting screwed by the gods of scheduling. But Draymond, with his biceps up, is saying, don't worry, we got it. So what are we talking about? The Warriors have the fourth hardest strength of schedule to start the opening month and a half of the season. Suns, Clippers, Mavs, Warriors, Thunder. All the teams were playing or above last season. Of course, Warriors did not turn out well for us. So, not a good start. Bye, Clay. Bye, Chris Paul. But you know what? We're going to give you the fourth hardest schedule. Not ideal. Strength of schedule is based off of last season. So this means looking at all the teams' winning percentage from last season, when you add it together, equals 513 for the month of October and November. So you may be asking, Randy, well, who are we playing? Well, it's a good thing you asked that because I'm going to show you right now. Let me pull it up for you. So preseason, we got Kings, Detroit, and the Lakers. Preseason means nothing. We start 2 games on the road, Portland and Utah. And then you have at home 3, Clippers, Pelicans. So yes, we're playing Pelicans. 2 games in a row at home. It's not back-to-back nights, but back-to-back games. But your first games, you look, Portland did not make the playoffs. Jazz did not make the playoffs. So it means it gets significantly harder from there. Then you're on the road for a nice road trip. Houston, Wizards, and you got Boston, where Jason Tatum will be motivated after not playing in the Olympics. Jaylen Brown did not even make the team, will be motivated. Obviously, they're current NBA champions. Boston fans will be going wild at Steve Kerr for sliding Jason Tatum. It will be hostile. I do not like our chances in that game. You got Cleveland, OKC. So basically not a playoff team, but made a push. Wizards were not there. Playoff team. And then you got Dallas at home, your first NBA Cup, Emirates Cup game. Klay Thompson coming back to the Warriors. It's going to be an emotional night. Tears will be falling on the court from the rafters. It will not be a dry seat in the house. But the Warriors will leave with a W. Then you got Memphis, another NBA Cup game. Ja Morant will be back for that game, or if he's not hurt. This will be a better Memphis team this year. Then you're at the Clippers, Atlanta, Pelicans, Spurs, Nets, OKC, Suns. That is your November and your October. If you're on the live stream, then you saw we went game by game as a stream, and we looked at the schedule. Well, I did it. And you can go look at the live stream if you want to go game by game. This will be used throughout Warriors Digest the rest of the season, so we can see how close did I do. Overall, I think we end 49-31. Last season, we were 46-36. So if you include Draymond not getting hurt, not getting suspended twice, more importantly, we're a better all-around team. Young players step up another level. Wiggins returns to form. I think we can win a couple more games. The reason why it's 49-31, meaning it's 80, not 82. 2 games are unscheduled yet because of the NBA Cup. We don't know if we'll be in the semifinals or finals. And if not, then they schedule 2 games. If you look at home, I think we're 29-11 and away break even at 2020. Last season at home, we were abysmal, 21-20. Better on the road, 25-16. So I think that will switch. Now, when I did this, I was looking at back-to-back games. Who are we playing? Where are we playing? Things of that nature. So we'll use this as a guide day over day, month over month, Warriors Digest. And keep me honest. Like, subscribe so you don't miss it. And feel free to hype me up or talk shit if I did not get it right. But long story short, that is why it feels like the NBA is screwing the Warriors a bit, because that is a tough schedule to start. A cool thing, though, is we have the most national TV games with 36. Last season, we had more. Lose Clay, not as good as the past couple years. Makes sense. Lakers, Celtics, Warriors, three of your biggest NBA franchises have the top three. Knicks, Mavs, Suns rounded out. If you want to see the schedule, again, full schedule, I'll blow it up for you. Pause the video, zoom in, whatever you can do. Type in Twitter, you can find it. Some key scheduled notes. Blazers, Jazz to start, again on the road. We start with 7 of 10 on the road, and then 8 of 12 on the road to end. So a lot of games on either side of the schedule on the road, which is tough. But that means a lot of home games in the middle part of the season. When you hit that like lull period, December, January, February, before All-Star break, and that kind of like the grind. Baseball, they call it the dog days of summer. Basketball, I call it the dog days of winter. We're not on the road. We're playing a lot of home games. And for a West Coast team, not having to travel through storms, snow, whatever it may be, get in early, play a game, have to leave late, this will help us out. And I think will keep us fresher in that part of the season and throughout the season. And I'm looking at my notes here. We have 7 straight on the road in February, 5 straight on the road in March, 6 straight on the road in April. So there's some, the April part's wrong. So there's some tough stretches there. But in January, we have between December and January, end of December, beginning of January, we have 5 games in a row at home. And then later in January, 6 games in a row at home. Again, another way to see the schedule, feel free to pause this, check it on Twitter. Again, a lot of national TV games. You want the boy Steph Curry on television. A couple of those games on primetime ABC, ESPN. Lakers, Warriors, Warriors, Sixers, Knicks, Lakers. Knicks, Warriors, Dallas, Warriors. So we're getting on there. Again, I mentioned national television. These are how many national television games each team has. And then the number in the parentheses is how many they had last season. So is how many they either gained or lost from last season. So Warriors, we have 36 this season, -5, meaning we had 41 last season. We lost 5. Biggest movers, Minnesota, OKC, as you would expect. Loser, Sacramento Kings. And then, of course, we have the Emirates Cup, NBA Cup. Golden State Warriors versus Dallas Mavericks. Golden State Warriors versus Memphis are 2 home games. I think we go 2-0. And those are basically a Tuesday or Wednesday and a Friday. Then you go on the road to New Orleans. And then you play Denver. I think we can beat New Orleans. I don't think we beat Denver there. So we either go 3-1 or potentially 2-2. And then based off of that, do we make the playoffs for this, the bracket, or do we have 2 games scheduled? So that's a very high level of the NBA schedule release. If you want this much slower, more in-depth analysis, check out the live stream. It was about 50, 60 minutes. We really go into it and we dive into the schedule. It was a lot of fun. But the biggest thing is, as Draymond says, you power through it all. October, November. If we don't have a winning record October, November, don't worry. I have us going 12-7, so 5 games over 500 to start the season. After a month and a half is pretty good. Pretty good. Especially when you're trying to gel with all these new players coming in. No Clay, no CP3, and your roster is basically right here. Again, if you're new to Warriors Digest, we show this all the time. Get ready for the Curry show, the Wiggins show, the Green show, the Melton show, the Payton show, the Hield show, Anderson, Looney, Kuminga, Moody, Podziemski, Waters, Jackson-Davis, Santos, and what we'll see, two-way players, Spencer, Beekman, Plowden. Rowe, what will he do in training camp or in the contract? I have not mentioned Quinten Post because we do not know what is happening with him yet. He has not officially signed because there's no spot open on the main roster, which I assume they want him there. If they don't want him there, two-way player means Spencer's probably going because they just signed Beekman and they just signed Plowden. Beekman, rookie or undrafted rookie, and Plowden from the Summer League team. So, folks, let me know your thoughts on this schedule release and let me know your thoughts on everything Warriors. And I just got to say, let's go Warriors! Yee. Out.